Brosplay.
Yo, bro, check out that gourd on the left-hand
I was
side.
gonna tell you the same fucking
Okay, check
thing.
it out. Just watch it.
Look at this fucking
Watch it. Watch
gourd.
it. And wait for the music.
Thanks for that. Are you telling me it actually syncs up to the music?
Oh, okay. I thought it did. Okay, this is embarrassing now. Come on. No, go back to the gourd. Why? Why are you not doing things now?
What did he do?
Did you not see it?
No.
Oh. Oh my god, I can't believe it's not doing it. How long do we have to stand there
It's probably
for?
when we first get here. So I'll just.
You're just gonna die? Okay,
just
okay,
whack
okay.
it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have to show you though. We will sit here for as long as we need to. I like that there's two of them actually, like facing in the opposite direction.
maybe that's why they're so sad.
Oh, they're estranged from their fellow gourd.
Are you certain?
I am
Oh,
99% certain. I'm like starting to wonder. No, it definitely wasn't in the
look, he
pause
still
menu.
flutters during the pause menu.
That is weird that he's the only thing that still moves. I guess that means he's transcendent.
Maybe.
I think part of it is the music's not quite there, because I swear he was going off to the music.
Really?
This is bizarre that this is not happening anymore. I was like specifically not pointing it out to you during the break because I wanted it on the episode.
Oh!
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 So maybe, yeah, so it has nothing to do with the music. But yeah, look at that.
Wow!
Yeah.
That is downright terrifying.
It is. Oh my
It does
God.
actually kind of seem like it's a bit synchronized to the audio.
I think it might be, yeah. Just hilarious. We're just sitting there, minding our own business. Oh man, look how much he freaks out.
Oh yeah, he's not happy.
Oh man.
These dudes are just mouths.
Yeah.
I feel bad for them. But then I hit them and they go, whoa, and I don't feel bad anymore.
Yeah, I feel like there's some people that are just mouths. That's all they are.
Like in real life.
Yeah.
Like Steve Tyler.
Well, yeah, there's one.
Or fucking mouth guy from Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, there's him. God, I have a token I'm bidden to show thee.
Does he actually talk like that?
Ah, he has a much lower tone, but yeah, that's pretty much what he says. And he throws his head around in really weird ways.
That's because he doesn't have any fucking eyes.
He does this weird breathing thing too. He's very bizarre. If you don't know what we're talking about, go watch the battle at the Black Gate. Frodo's mithril vest. It's like one of my favorite lines in the whole movie because it's like, yeah, no shit, Gimli.
Frodo.
There's so many amazing lines in that scene. So there's the teethy guy, there's
it.
that
It's
line,
quite cool.
and then there's that line where Aragorn comes back and he says, well, I think the negotiations have concluded. I gotta watch that trilogy again. There's just so much misery involved. It's kind of a hard watch.
It's not really that fucked up in comparison to a lot of stuff that we see on TV now. It was really hardcore back then.
That's a good point. Television has become dark.
Dude.
Where's my car? Man, that was weak. I just had
haven't.
to.
No, I'm glad you brought that up. I haven't thought about that in so long.
Zoltan! For all of you sitting at home, there was a Z there. Just an
I think
official
people
Z.
heard the little like.
Yeah, they probably did. They could hear the movement.
Oh
Zoltan.
man. Mindhunter is so fucked up. It's so fucked up.
That's right. Okay, what's this on? Mindhunter.
Netflix.
Okay.
$8.99. Unlimited movies.
Is this a Netflix show?
Unlimited TV show and movies.
Not $8.99 at all.
No?
No, it's
maybe
$12.99.
That's American, maybe.
I think it's $8.99 for Prime.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like $9.03,
And
I think.
they 903.1?
Yeah, 903.210.
Fuck.
Oh.
I didn't get all the things anyway. It wasn't like duck, dodge, dip, dive, come down here, hit that, turn around, hit that. Fuck you. Dodge that shit.
That reminds me, that may be one of the few comedies that I think competes with Anchorman in just pure creativity.
Dodgeball, yeah.
Yeah, dodgeball.
Oh, there's a
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
There's a reason why what's his name was involved with it. The guy who plays Bill.
Oh yeah.
I gotta remember that guy's
Yeah, I
name.
really got to figure out his
He's one of my
name.
favorites.
The guy who plays Bill from King of the Hill. He's in a few other things. He's in Turn. He played Nathaniel Sackett.
I just love that you remember that guy's full fucking name.
Nathaniel Sackett? I remember most of the characters from that one because I was like really into that show. By the way, anyone who hasn't seen Turn, I highly advise it. It's 4 seasons and that's the whole story, so it actually has like a closing to it. It didn't just get canceled.
It's great that it's a show about how America was good for fighting the British, despite it's British, right?
Yeah.
Despite the British actually outlawing slavery during that time, and the story you are watching is a story of going back to slavery.
That's a good point. They don't really point it out that way until the very, very end.
Like, what's his name? There's a guy, one of the characters who joins Rogers. He uses the sticks.
Yeah, Akin Baudet.
Yeah, he's a freed slave because they're taken over by the English, and he joins him. Like, they don't talk about how that guy's probably going back to slavery. Now that
he doesn't leave, yeah.
Now that our boy, now that our boy that we've been watching this whole time trying to save the day, bringing us back to slavery, that's a fucking great story, man.
Yeah, it's so weird. If you took the whole slavery thing out of there, it would be the hero story they were making it out to be, but...
You could make a lot of things better if you took slavery out.
Yeah, probably.
A lot of things.
At least they touched on it near the end of the show, because they did have the one woman, like, going to slavery.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't finished it?
Thanks for ruining that.
Oh, well.
Fuck. I wasn't sure how history went until you told me.
Well, I won't tell you who I'm talking about, but I'm ashamed that you haven't finished that show, brother.
I am embarrassed and ashamed.
Also, for the record, anyone who watches that show or has watched that show, Colonel Graves Simcoe is actually like one of the heroes of Ontario.
Yes.
Which I find hilarious and awesome all at the same time.
He founded the region we live in.
Yeah. And there's streets all over the place named after that guy. Simcoe is such a common theme in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
I think he was one of the original leaders of Upper Canada before it was even...
A mall.
Well, yeah. I'm pretty sure he was actually involved before Confederation.
My goodness.
Yeah.
You know how many people were involved before Confederation? What was Confederation?
1867.
No, what was it, though?
It was when I think the first 4 provinces came together.
Ah.
Ontario, BC, or no?
Ontario was among the firsts?
Hell yeah.
That's why
Ontario
it's so
was like
cool.
the first, man.
That must be why we have such a great place.
Right, that and not because we have a huge
First.
population and a ton of money.
First. That's a John Graves Simcoe wrote on the American Declaration of Independence.
Oh man.
AKA the you can come home if you want letter.
That must have been so awkward when the Revolutionary War was over and the British were like just right next to the Americans all of a sudden.
Oh.
You know? Just
because they're in Canada.
Yeah, well, it's sort of the same as when any war ends. It's a little weird. It's a little awkward. You know, we just spent 30 years killing each other and now we're trade partners?
How do you go from World War II to America being absolutely obsessed with Japanese culture?
That's a very, very good point.
Isn't that wild, though?
They're not obsessed with German culture, though.
No.
Right? And I think part of that is a perception. Because people know that Japan was against us, but people perceive Nazis to be so evil that it's like a different thing.
You know what's fucked, though, is like the perception of that whole war, like most wars, is completely fucked. And this is a running thing. I've given up some of the things that I've brought up in every single show that we've done. You know, like the Siege and other BoJack Horseman.
But you're still going to talk about war.
No, this is my new thing. I'm going to talk about the misperception of war is in every one of our series, okay? So Japan was just atrocious during World War II. Like not as bad, I'll give you that, as the Nazis, but like fucked up. They were just taking over China just cuz. Like it was they just wanted it, and they just ran through and they ripped it to shreds. They didn't just. What the fuck is happening to me?
You just got turned into a mushroom. That was awesome.
I picked a great fucking time for this story too. Fucking ah. Oh!
So she just coming to harvest you when she turns you into a mushroom? That's dark.
Anyway, bottom line, the states didn't know that Germany was up to no good. Like, that wasn't the reason why they went to fight. It was because eventually Germany was going to be too strong to fight later. So they joined at that moment. In fact, Roosevelt was part of a scheme to get the American people interested in the idea of going to war well before they went. He primed the American people into being interested in going to war.
What was the scheme?
Well, it started with giving arms and other aid to France, I think, or Britain. He's like, we're not going to war, but we will give them many tanks.
And so all of a sudden,
guns.
that's the in for a penny, right?
It's just the start of something, and then eventually he just, I think a scheme may be an exaggeration.
No, but that is the way to do it. You get them comfortable with the idea that war is occurring and that there's some level of participation that we're doing. And then you break out the we're going to war card.
Yeah. He was also the reason why there are American presidential term limits. He was president for like 18 years.
Roosevelt?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, wild, eh?
18 years?
Fucking wild time.
People must have been so fed up with him.
Yeah, that's why they changed the law.
Wow. Hey, get hit by one of those.
Okay.
No, like get out of it.
Oh, I thought you were just like...
No, sorry. I wanted to see if it healed you. Because she's doing 2 of your health with every hit.
Yeah, she's also just kind of like hitting me during times when I feel like I shouldn't be hit.
I see. Well, you can also probably use more stars.
I can use Kai, yeah.
That's what they're called?
Key.
Throw the key.
Yeah.
If you throw the key, how will you get in your house?
No healths.
No healths?
She just stands there like totally still.
Did she say anything before this?
Probably.
That's a crazy whip she's got there. Or is it a tail?
It's probably her jungle tail, yeah.
She's like Raichu. She's got this big hooked tail.
Yeah.
But anyways, Roosevelt, 14, 18 years. That's a long time. Holy shit. I'm still kind of mind blown by that. So what did they do before? When did they decide the next election?
Oh, they usually died.
What?
I'm just joking. I have no idea.
Oh, because that's believable. Like
But
for the first few presidents.
Vietnam killed 3 presidencies. It literally killed 2 presidents and 1 presidency.
Literally killed?
Yeah. JFK was assassinated.
Okay, yeah, that's one.
And then Lyndon B. Johnson died shortly after not running for a second term of congenital heart disease.
Okay.
Congenital heart failure. Most likely from the extreme stress of
Being president.
like 6 years of being president during Vietnam, which is like one of the most, in someone's words, divisive wars in American history.
Yeah, they said that, and they just didn't know about Trump at the time.
Well,
I'm kidding.
I mean, we can, sure. I guess we'll acknowledge that too now.
No, I just meant to say something's the most divisive.
I said divisive wars.
I know. But again, like, there's definitely, I don't know if that's the most divisive war, honestly. Like when you think about, oh, that's right, they're not at war. They're peacekeeping. That's right.
Well, the thing about Vietnam, though, is that it basically established what you could and couldn't do in a poor place as long as people didn't care enough.
Fuck. Well, that's a dark but accurate way to look at it.
They did it again in Iraq and Afghanistan. People still believe those were just places to be. And it inspired every fucking, what is that section of the, like, what is that area of the world called? Middle East. Every Middle Eastern terrorist organization came from the states occupying a space for longer than they should have.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate.
I mean, imagine if the Viet Cong were bombing people today.
By the way, can you strike those?
Really fucking upbeat conversation here in our
yeah,
this
for
is your
real.
fault.
Yeah, maybe not in every playthrough. We don't need war.
No, you brought up Mr. Drumpf. All right.
Yes, and that immediately led you to Afghanistan.
Yeah.
I have no idea how or why.
I don't know.
That's okay.
That was giving me health.
Well, the last time it gave you a Kai. So
Oh.
I think it just gives you 1 drop.
I don't know how to.
I don't understand this fight. Yeah, I really don't get. There's got to be some way you can deal damage to her that we're not thinking about. She changes color before she jumps.
No, I think that's her being hurt.
Oh, you think she's low? Oh. So that's just this game's way of telling you the enemies.
What?
Yeah, I don't get how you're supposed to get out of the way of her whippy tail.
What?
A whip crack with a whippy tail.
And the beast was done.
And the bitch was done.
At least it's a faster intro.
Yeah, it's a lot better. Oh, man. I just don't know. I just don't
Aha!
know.
That's how I do it. I can jump on that.
Okay, but that's only 1 extra strike. This is the thing. The problem is she only has to hit you 3 times.
Maybe.
I feel like you gotta get her up there.
Oh, I can bring her down by becoming a mushroom.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. So then she lands.
And then, haha!
Ah, I see. Very much like a Mario boss, you use her power against her.
Yeah, that's how it is.
That works way better. Weird,
Wow.
very weird that would be.
Fucking.
Whoa, is it taking you longer to get out every time?
Might actually be, yeah. That might be part of the balance. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay, so maybe that's not the only way to get hits.
Yeah, maybe I'll let it like balance out.
Yeah, let it simmer just for a little bit.
Haha!
Oh!
I fucked you up!
Oh, you were 100% right.
Oh! Those are thorns. Did she just do the
Yeah, she did.
thing?
She just did a pelvic thrust.
She pelvic thrust. Women can't pelvic thrust.
She just did a pelvic thrust after she threw her pricks at you.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's very masculine.
Well, she destroyed you.
Don't tell me that.
She destroyed you, bro. Just wrecked you.
That reminds me, there was a JonTron episode where he had some extras in the background because he was doing a workout video, and he made some like really quick joke about like the states destroying Iraq, and it just zooms in on the reaction of the woman in the background and be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Oh man. You know what my favorite super harsh reaction is? Is when somebody says "get fucked."
Get fucked.
Yeah, because I like it that they're not. It's not as specific as, you know, go fuck yourself or like fuck you, but you're actually just like find a way, go out into the world and just get fucked, won't you?
Have you seen the one the Vine, the Canada Goose Vine?
No.
Where he's like got like a pretty strong fucking. Fuck. He's got a pretty strong Canadian accent, and he's like the key to Canadian wildlife is being like is respecting it. You gotta be gentle. Comes up to a Canada Goose, blows a fucking air horn in his face, and goes, "Get fucked."
I'm just surprised he didn't.
Longer every time.
Surprised he didn't drop kick it.
You
Goddamn
can't drop
geese.
kick Canada geese.
Well, you're not allowed. Yeah, you're not allowed to mess with them at all. Honestly, blowing an air horn at it would probably get you in trouble.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, yeah. That's one of those weird things. When you protect an animal, you teach that animal it's allowed to do whatever it wants.
Dude, a fucking gang of them interrupted my morning one day.
A gang of geese?
A gang of geese. A gaggle, really.
Yeah, it is a gaggle of geese.
A gang and gaggle of geese and their grandmas.
A gaggling gang.
Fucking 20. Honestly, 20. In the middle of the morning on my way to work. Just fucking like a gang. Like, that's what it felt like. It was like I came around the corner into the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah, and isn't it weird because you know if they did feel like attacking you, like you wouldn't be in a position to respond to that?
No, they're awful creatures too.
Yeah, they're
if,
awful.
If 20 of them wanted to fuck you up, it would happen.
Well, and even if nothing else, it would ruin your day. Right? Like fighting a bunch of geese cannot be nice.
Hey,
That's amazing.
This is fucking awesome.
Yeah, now that we know how this is going,
do I fucking look like I give a shit about your thorns, you piece of shit?
getting some real hits in here, but get away from that whip, brother.
Yeah, I didn't know she was doing things.
She's doing things with a whip.
She's doing things!
She's doing stuff.
Whoa!
I love that wing.
No!
You occupied the same space as the boss monster.
Did you know you shouldn't do that?
Her little hair, I guess there'd be pigtails, but her hair reminds me of the snake lady from Monsters Inc., who has all the. She's basically Medusa, but the monster version.
I'm gonna save these for later.
Save which? The Kai?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the turning into what's it called?
Oh yeah, I agree. Especially if you accidentally get hit by one.
She double jumps like an animal. Like, how do I compare? How do I even compete with that?
She's really good at dodging. Like when you were trying to land your stars the first 2 times, she was just denying you every time.
Woo.
This is a much cooler boss than the last one.
Yeah.
I would say. Because this is an actual... I personally don't like the huge ones you climb on. I don't know what it is. It just never really...
I don't have a problem with them. I really appreciate, though...
Fuck. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I got on the wrong side. I really appreciate the way that the boss fights encourage the core gameplay. I really don't like boss fights that just have nothing to do with how the gameplay is. It's just silly.
Yeah, like whack a switch and then use a special thing.
Yeah, well, one of the biggest points I had against Tomb Raider Legend is that the boss fights were just really dumb and boring, and they didn't at all encourage what the game was all about. And I gave that point. You can't see it. It's very, very tiny writing on the Mitch show, but I gave that point to Rise because it doesn't have boss fights. Like, it didn't do bad boss fights, so it gets a point.
Yeah, I guess it's a victory in
Although
some
I didn't play the game long enough. Maybe it does have boss fights.
You didn't play the whole thing, eh?
No, I couldn't. It was bad.
You couldn't?
It was bad.
What do you mean it was bad? Right. Oh.
I also didn't finish Legend, actually, funny enough.
So you didn't...
I didn't finish either of those games.
So you compared 2 partial... Get your health, you...
Oh!
Yeah, jackass!
Oh, I dinked it.
Yeah, you dinked it up pretty good.
Which is actually a bad word, I'm pretty sure.
Dink?
Yep.
What does it mean?
It's actually, funny enough, it's not funny actually, but derogatory term for a Vietnamese person during Vietnam.
Ah, Jesus. Yeah, really?
I was thinking, what if we started to insult people based on positive things that their race does?
Right, so, like Brainiac if someone's Chinese or Japanese.
Right, but like you find something that a race does well. Like if you call it a Canadian poutine, right? Like something that you like.
Okay, I
right?
see.
It's still gonna come off poorly, but like it's a lot better. I mean, there are no derogatory terms for Canadians, but
there are no derogatory terms?
I've never heard one.
I think the closest one is probably hoser.
No,
that's like a joke.
Fucking hoser is what we call each other, man. You fucking hoser.
That's our word.
That's our fucking word there, bud. When you're walking around calling people hosers.
I would say currently you will get in trouble for referring to any group by any defining feature, good or bad. I would say for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so today you couldn't get away with that, but give it another couple years, maybe. It's not a bad idea.
Whee.
I just think we're currently living in an era where you really can't say anything. Like,
don't talk, just don't speak.
Yeah.
Don't speak. I know just what you're saying, and it's racist and gross, and I hate it.
Get that speech out of here.
I directed Batman.
Yeah. Did anyone enjoy that Batman?
I enjoyed that Batman.
No,
movie.
you didn't.
I did.
Don't lie right to my face.
I appreciated how it was so far away from what Batman is supposed to be.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is a kick-ass movie. But Batman, are you sure that's Batman?
Yeah, that's...
Because, like, the Nolan films are like he read, like, 4 really dark Batman comics. The Ben Affleck one is like he just read Batman or The Dark Knight Returns. think it's called?
Yeah, the one where he's old and jaded and just wants to murder people.
Yeah, where like Robin's dead and all the bad guys are super fucked up and way worse than they were before he left. So he just starts murdering people because he's tired of it.
That's like, what really
hit
me.
Started. He's murdering people in the first couple of minutes. He's jumping on people with his car. He's shooting them with guns, and I'm like, this isn't Batman, man.
It took me a little bit of time because in the first probably 30 seconds to a minute of the movie, I was saying, what's going on here? Like, why is he killing everybody? He's Batman. And then I realized, oh, he's just killing everyone. Like, this isn't a mistake in the movie. I thought they had just screwed up, right? Because sometimes they'll pretend a person's alive. They'll be like, oh yeah, and then he just like tossed this guy to the side. But the guy lands on his neck, so he's clearly dead. Like if you watch all three of the Nolan ones, there's a lot of dead bad guys. They just don't comment on it.
Right, yeah.
So I thought that's what, I thought they had it was an oversight, but the reality was they just had gone for that style.
Yeah.
It was bizarre. The whole thing was bizarre. Nice.
He's green.
Quill survived.
He did. They did it. There was a guy. There was a dude.
What?
There was another Corbel. It's a lady Corbel. I'm Quibble. Wow. Well, that's all we have. That's all the time we have today, folks. Next time, poignant conversations on American politics.
And question marks.
And 3 check question marks. Yeah.